Alrighty, good morning, dear ones. We are SOTU, and this is SOTUesday for the 15th day of August in 2017, and just a few days now until the great American eclipse. And as we're looking at Adrian over here, because everybody is worried about, what will happen with the eclipse and all of that dynamic. And in fact, we do not think anything will happen right on the eclipse, although that period of time between the end of the eclipse and 8 days afterwards, and even 18 up to 18 or 25 days afterwards, are in fact times that in the past have been known to, what shall we say, contain some geologic reformations based upon the changes in energy that are going through the planets. And so we are not really here to talk to you about the dynamics of the eclipse, except in the terms of the way it is reflecting in your world right now. And if you understand the metaphors of an eclipse, you will understand the dynamic of that it brings up. It allows one to see the darkness, it allows one to see the shadow, and it allows one to see one's own shadow. And so, with all of the dynamics of conflict that are happening, especially in the United States, and especially between what is supposedly the alternate left and the alternate right, and these two extremes of energy clashing, that brings us to mind of the what was it, the moral majority, those the silent majority, that was it, not the moral majority, the silent majority, that vast, huge group of people who, during the Vietnam War, really just kept quiet and were silent in so many ways. And so understand that there are a great number of parallels to the energies that are going on right now and have been going on for quite some time. They're spiraling to a point of confrontation, but realize that what you are seeing is reflections of an adolescent paradigm. Black or white, either or. Antifa against white nationalists, we don't know what to call them. And in fact, please understand, dear ones, if you are righteously fighting for one or the other, you are being played. And we hate to say that, but that's absolutely the truth. The way to find the answer is to see the truth and the lies in both positions, and therefore share what shall we say, a more enlightened third position in the dynamic. Each group has its own points. Each group has its own beliefs. Each group has its own feeling of righteousness. And yet we would say to you that none of you are completely right, just as none of you are completely wrong. And you would find, if you did a real analysis, if you did a real assessment of the dynamic, you would find that, in fact, these two viewpoints are not that diametrically opposed. So, as you continue more on these dynamics, there are any number of things that you can begin to do for yourself in order to be able to ease your journey. And one is the realization and the understanding of that often the things that really make you angry are the things that you see in yourself reflected in others. If you can begin to accept that within your own dynamic, if you can begin to understand that, you can perhaps make your way more easily through the, what shall we say, next few weeks, of which for very many of you it's going to be quite the stress-filled time. We wish to tell you we do not see any war on the horizon, we do not see any nuclear stuff, but we do see a dynamic of an event or a series of occurrences that are going to affect pretty much each and every one of you. And so we realize this is a little bit of a short one today. We will speak to you more after the eclipse. All right, we love you all so very, very much. And so until the next time we close, which is the day, and next time is the day after the eclipse, sending you peace, sending you happiness, sending you joy.